Hi Capricorn, this is Natalie from Inspired Alignment. I am coming on today to do your reading for May 2019. I should have all of the signs posted within the next day or two. So please make sure that you check your sun, moon, and rising signs so that you can get more of a complete picture of your particular circumstance. Also, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And that's about it. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with Capricorns for May 2019. Okay, Spirit. So what are the most important messages that Capricorns need to know for the month of May 2019? What are the most important things that Capricorns need to know for May 2019? Messages for the sign of Capricorn. Alright, your first card is the Ten of Earth. The Eight of Fire. And the Maiden. And then underneath the deck we have Love, the Two of Air, Journey, Wisdom, the Hero, Union, Faith, and Thought. Wow. Alright, so I am going to take all of these. So this seems like it's a very transformative time for Capricorns right now. I took all of these because almost every single one of them is like a major arcana. The only one that isn't is this Two of Air, but I see how it coincides with everything else that's here. So that's why I took so many cards. Okay, so what I see for Capricorns for May is that you guys are really kind of, I don't know, like, I feel like there is, like, this feminine energy that's around Capricorns during this time. So whether you're male or female, I feel like you may be having a lot of females around you during this time. They can be friends, family, like mother, grandmother, I just feel like there's like a lot of feminine energy that is surrounding Capricorn during the month of May. And I feel like there's also like some movement forward, and it might not be like super fast paced here, but I do feel like the females that are in your life during this time are kind of like supporting you in a way that is helping you to move forward. And I feel like this is movement forward, like out of like maybe like some rough waters, and also like movement forward on more of like a spiritual level. Yeah, I don't know. I just really feel like this connection to feminine energy, and also like this it might even be because of the time of year that it is, but like kind of like this connection to the outdoors, and enjoying like nature or the outdoors in some way. I would say that some of you like need to spend more time outdoors, in nature, and that would help you to kind of like ground your energy a little bit if you're feeling like lost or confused, or just like kind of like your head is like up in the clouds or something. I would definitely suggest that you spend some time out in nature, to help you kind of like bring your focus like back down to earth. All right, so underneath the deck here, we had love with the Two of Air. The Two of Air here really represents like this balancing of the dark and the light energies within yourself. The ego and the intuition, the masculine and the feminine, however it is that you want to look at this, it's definitely a focus on bringing balance into your life, but it's starting with like your inner self. First, you're bringing balance into yourself, and then that kind of in turn brings balance into your outer reality or the other things like in your physical world. So we have like this unconditional love, this balancing of the light and the dark, or the masculine and feminine, a journey. So I feel like you're on this journey of unconditional love at this time, like of figuring out how to be in balance, how to live in unconditional love. I feel like some of you guys may be even experiencing like heart chakra activations or expansions during this time, but that's ultimately helping to bring you into this balance. And it's all part of the journey that you're on. Libra's had a similar type of a reading where, it said that like the journey that you've been experiencing, or the journey that you've been on and that you will continue to be on, the whole purpose and point of the journey is to find balance within yourself and to live through this unconditional love. And to have that love for yourself, which in turn is having that love for others within your life. So I also feel like a sense of spending a lot of time focusing on yourself during this time. Like, so during the month of May, you might not be interacting so much with like specific relationships. Like, I feel like this is kind of taking this time to really kind of be by yourself, and appreciate who you are and what you have and where you're going. And it's really kind of like spending that time to gain this wisdom about yourself, and realize like basically that you are like the hero of your own life, that experiencing union is really experiencing like a union within yourself. We kind of have to bring these pieces of ourself back together, into union in order to experience successful unions with others in our like actual reality. So really kind of bringing yourself into balance, spending like this time really reflecting on, yourself and where you want to go, how you're feeling, even kind of reflecting on things from the past, and like this feminine energy too. Like, I'm getting like a strong sense of like emotions, intuition, like all those things that are kind of feminine. So, really focusing on these things within yourself, and figuring out how to get in balance with this during the month of May. And also like there's like some faith or like some inner knowing that like this is all kind of headed in a specific direction for you. And I think that during the month of May, like kind of having like this self-reflection, and this time like alone with yourself, kind of integrating like more of the feminine energy, really kind of sitting within that kind of energy, balancing that within yourself, is going to like change your perception of things or change the way that you have been viewing things or thinking about things. And it's going to like give you faith basically for what is to come within your life. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards on this to see what other messages we can get for Capricorn. So what else do Capricorns need to know about this energy for May 2019? What else do Capricorns need to know about these messages that have already been given for the month of May 2019? Okay, what is this Ten of Earth about for Capricorns? What do Capricorns need to know about this Ten of Earth? Okay, the Strength card. So I feel like you're having to have the strength to really kind of like stand in your power, to really be comfortable within your own self. During the month of May. I feel like it's like really important for you to be comfortable with who you are, but it may not be something that you're exactly used to. So, you know, it's taking a little bit of strength to kind of embody either like this Empress type of energy or to kind of like integrate this feminine type of energy into yourself. And I also pick up again like that nature here, like this connecting with nature, spending time out in nature. I don't know, maybe like pay attention to some things that are going on in nature. I feel like animals or like there's some kind of an importance. You might be seeing like some weird stuff with animals, and I think that that's kind of just like signs and synchronicities. Trying to like get your attention, but I see like frogs, snakes, a deer. I don't know, like I would just definitely pay attention to, I don't know, things out in nature, like the wildlife. Okay, so what is this Eight of Fire about for Capricorns? What do Capricorns need to know about the Eight of Fire? What's the Eight of Fire about for Capricorn? Okay, we have the Ace of Cups. So yeah, I feel like there definitely is like this this pull towards understanding love for the self and understanding this unconditional love for others. I mean, it's just kind of reiterating some of the other stuff that I already said, but we have the Ace of Cups, which is like this unconditional love, and we also have the Love card here. And there may be like some communication back and forth between you and others where you're kind of learning to express this more emotional side of yourself. But ultimately, I feel like it again is kind of like this feminine type of energy, like really kind of being more in the emotional self, really understanding the emotions and the intuition during the month of May. And there definitely could be like communication and movement towards things that involve love within your life. Okay, so what is this Maiden card about for Capricorns? What is the Maiden card about? Okay, the Four of Wands. So there could be some kind of like a soul connection that you share with somebody. And I don't know, I get like this feeling of like renewal, like this like springtime energy. Like it feels like something new, I guess. Something new and kind of like refreshing within your life. Again, I'm getting like this whole nature thing. So I think it's important to spend some time like outdoors. But yeah, like whatever this like kind of like connection is, and it could be with a friend, just somebody new that you meet in your life, or just somebody that you connect with. There's definitely like some kind of like a soul tie or a soul bond here, and it kind of makes you feel, I guess, like a little bit like young again. It's kind of like a refreshing energy. And I feel like whatever this connection is, whether it be like a friend or an intimate partner, it is kind of helping you to move forward and to come out of some of the tougher challenges that you have faced, like in the recent past. Yeah, I get like this sense of like just feeling kind of like young again here. Okay, so I'm going to just take, okay, let's get one card for love and the Two of Air and the Journey card. What is love, the Two of Air, and the Journey card about for Capricorns? What do they need to know about this? Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. So definitely, like, destiny is moving. The wheel is turning. The journey is starting to move forward. You're not like stuck in stagnant anymore. You're definitely like finding your center. You're starting to like change your perspective and change your vibration, and you're beginning to like move forward on this journey again. So you're not like stuck anymore. Okay, what is this Wisdom, the Hero card, and the Union about for Capricorns? What do Capricorns need to know about this? Okay, the Tower card. So I did get like this feeling of having to spend some time like doing self-reflection, maybe spending quite a bit of time on your own, in order to realize that like you are kind of like the hero of your own life, that you need to bring like union into balance within yourself, before you can actually have this in, you know, your actual reality. And I feel like for some of you guys this is difficult. I'm getting two messages. For some of you guys, it's difficult to kind of spend this time alone and reflect on these things and really kind of grasp the fact that, you know, you have to do like this inner work before you have the stuff in the outer world. And for others of you, I feel like there has been a tower moment within some kind of a relationship or a union in your life. And you're really having to kind of reflect on that moment in time and really reflect on the emotions that it's brought up within you, and figure out where exactly like those are coming from and heal those within yourself during this time. So I don't feel like there's like another tower moment coming. I feel like this is a reflection of something that's already happened, but kind of going through like this healing process of it so that there can be movement forward. Okay, and what is this Faith and Thought card about? What do Capricorns need to know about Faith and the Thought card? Okay, so the Ace of Pentacles. So, you know, a brand new beginning, a brand new outlook and perspective on things. If you were kind of like in this negative like frame of mind and just like thinking like nothing's gonna work out, you know, like I feel like throughout the month of May, like you're going through these different transitions and this like self-reflection. And I mean, by the end of it, you do definitely you have like restored faith in what is possible within your life, and the way that you have thought about things is now changing into something more positive. All right, so let's see what other messages we can get for Capricorns. What else do Capricorns need to know about May 2019? What other messages do Capricorns need for May 2019? Okay, the Eight of Raphael. There is something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you. A spiritual quest. And I definitely kind of feel like that's what this whole thing is kind of about. Like, I think that you've had to go through this process of like releasing things in your life that really weren't for you or were not for your highest good, as difficult as that may have seemed. But now you're starting to go into this new direction and figuring out what it is that is right for you, where it is that you kind of belong in this world. And it is a spiritual quest for sure here. Like with all these cards, like this is a journey. It's a whole transformation. And I feel like you are definitely growing spiritually. And then underneath the deck, we have the Six of Gabriel. So this says, congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next project. Awards, scholarships, and promotions. And so I feel like you have gotten through some really difficult things, and now you're kind of like being congratulated. Now you're kind of like starting to take steps forward into like these new directions. It's time to like move on to a new phase within your life. And I feel like the more and more you get into this, you will be like receiving different kinds of awards or acknowledgments for the achievements that you have made, like within personal growth and within growth in your actual physical life. Okay, so what other messages do Capricorns need to know for May 2019? What other messages do Capricorns need to know for May 2019? Okay, polarity. Integrate your shadow side. There can be no light without the dark. Understand the law of polarity. And that's kind of exactly what I was saying here with this balance card. And this like feminine energy that's coming up. It's like really integrating the two sides of yourself. That's what like this self-reflection is about, and kind of reflecting on these tower moments that have happened. And it's like recognizing how those things made you feel, why they made you feel the way that they did, releasing like attachment to those situations, and then kind of like integrating those parts of you into who you are, so that you can become a whole person. And I don't think that this is something you need to put a whole lot of thought into. I just think that it's kind of like part of the process here. It's what's happening in the month of May. Like you are integrating these different aspects of yourself because you're moving into a new phase of your life. And then underneath the deck, we have freedom. Live wild and free, choose your freedom, and claim your independence. So again, I feel like this is a time where you have freed yourself up from situations that were not serving you. And now you're kind of just focusing on where you're going to go next and how you're going to get yourself in the best place mentally, physically, and emotionally in order to move into these directions and places that you're wanting to go. And like having this sense of freedom and being able to do the things that you want to do. Like there's no constraints here. So be really like open-minded and actually cherish the fact that you have freedom, and that you are free to make your own decisions and choices right now. So I hope that these messages helped, Capricorn, and I will see you soon. Take care.